Files Entertainment.
Yo, holla at your boy Harlem Fresh 125 all day, every day, even when I'm out of state, New York state of mind. Fresh off the block, fresh got the files, fresh off the rooftop. As all of the above, as long as it's fresh. You heard? Got a special guest in the house with me today. Going to pull up on the A train. We're going to have a conversation. None other than my bro, my nigga, Mr. Cliffnote. What's the word, my guy?
What up, though? What's good, brother?
All right, chilling. Now, I mean, today is one of them days. It's a brand new year. Now, I mean, I'm like, yo, it's time for niggas to chop it up and really break down who people are so they can get their accolades and they proper respect and introduction. Now, I mean, because niggas just be jumping on panels and parties and they thinking everybody is just a regular person and just somebody nowhere making up a name and getting on the internet and shit, doing weird shit. So we about to chop it up
Nah.
today. But
What
how
up,
you though,
though?
bro? You good?
I'm good, man. Can't complain, man. Staying out the way, man. Trying to stay busy and shit.
As you should, as you should. Now, I mean, you got your YouTube window closed and everything, right? It ain't no echo or feedback. You good?
Yeah, I think it sound good on my end.
I bet. Say no more. Say no more. Now,
Uh,
let's just take it from the top, yo. Who is Mr. Cliffnote off the rip?
Mr. Cliffnote, MC, visual artist, father, stand-up comedian, uh, husband, uh, actor, and not in that order. You know what I'm saying?
Already. But it's a list of accolades now. I mean, you multi-talented. Now, I mean, got your
Oh
hands in a
yeah.
little bit of everything. You heard?
Oh yeah, oh yeah.
Now, I mean,
By trade, I would say visual artist, stand-up comedian, actor, and rapper.
all right,
But
bet.
still not in that order. No
And let the
particular
people
order.
know where you from, though. Let the people know where you from.
Oh yeah, Detroit, West Side, 6 Mile all day.
All right,
Six
straight
Mile
like that.
Bronx to be exact.
Now, a lot of people get the Detroit scene kind of misconstrued with the visual from the 8 Mile movie. Is the Detroit scene and scenario anything that we saw in the movie 8 Mile?
8 Mile was a movie, you know what I'm saying? So it was a fictionalized version of what Detroit was at the time. Like it was it was pretty accurate in a lot of ways, but in a lot of ways it was like, come on now. And the come on now shit was kind of obvious. You know what I'm saying? I
And not to
gotta
mention
admit.
that you actually did play in the movie 8 Mile. You had a role in here, a little role, didn't you, as well?
Yeah, I got a couple small parts. I'm in the scene where he battling, well not battling, but rapping in the parking lot cipher with Makai Pfeiffer and Obi Trice.
Yeah.
Before he look at them, he look at a circle of people smoking. I'm in that circle of people smoking.
Nah,
Then I'm
man.
in all the shelter scenes, watching the battles and the Chintiki scene when they was in the club. And he's
Yo.
like, "That's my brother. He don't like pussy." I was standing right behind him when he said that.
But my favorite quote from the 8 Mile movie is the 10 freaky girls, 10,
Inside
10,
that
10 freaky
Chintiki,
girls. That's my shit.
this ain't a game, so pimping ain't easy. Anything goes when it comes to hoes. I'm the kingpin when it comes to flows. 10 freaky girls.
Girls. 10 freaky girls.
I
That's my
had to
shit,
listen to
yo.
that nigga say that shit 30 times.
But nah, on a serious note though. All right, so let me ask you this question off rip though. What inspired you to start making music and who are some of your biggest influences?
Shit, man. My dad used to just play a lot of Run DMC, Houdini, Curtis Blow, shit like that as when I was a kid. You know what I'm
Uh-huh.
saying? And of course the Funkadelics and all that shit. But that had me wanting to rap. You know what I'm saying? Like off rip, Run DMC, like the King of Rock. Like once I learned the words to that, I was like, shit, I can make up my own words for some shit. And
Yeah.
I was start rapping at like 6. But I say when Crisscross came out and they was the same age as me, I'm like, oh shit, niggas my age is getting money with this shit. So that's when I took it a little more serious, started writing a lot more, but I didn't know how to get in the studio. So I see 96.
Hmm.
I start recording. Got the
Okay.
first got in the lab for the first time and got the feel of being in the studio and hearing myself on the track
Yeah.
and got addicted to it.
All right. So in '96 is when you first started recording. In today's date, currently, can you take us like through your creative process when writing a song or making a beat or selecting your beats? Like
Um
what's the perfect scenario or setup for Cliff to like sit down and really pin his songs together?
really I sit and listen to beats and whatever I vibe with. Like if I start like words just start coming to my head as I'm listening to the beat, then that's what I'm, gonna sit down and start cooking to.
Hmm.
And I don't necessarily write per se. Like I ride around listening to a beat and start putting the lyrics together in my head while I'm listening to it. And I just keep repeating the lyrics that I got until I have more lyrics. You know what I'm saying? So for example, the song Built for This, I'm listening to the beat. And the first thing that come to mind is my pen and paper convinced I hated to get his weight up. You know what I'm saying?
Hmm.
And I'm just keep repeating that shit, and then I come up with my pen and paper convinced I hated to get his weight up. My pen and paper convinced I hated to get his weight up. The realest data eliminate all the shit you made up. My pen and paper convinced I hated to really, you know what I'm saying? I keep repeating that shit
Yeah.
till I move on to the next line. So by the time I'm to the end of the song, I done repeated all those first lines so much that I remember this shit. I don't really
Exactly.
have to write it. You know what I'm saying?
I got you. I got you. Yo, do you remember the first rap you ever wrote?
Yeah, that shit was trash.
Yo, yo, what made you rap the first the rap you ever wrote? Like, what made you sit down and be like, "Yo, I'm about to write this rap right here, and this is my rap."
Well, it's like I said, what I did was I wrote Run DMC shit, King of Rock, listening to that shit, trying to learn the words to it.
Uh
And
huh.
when I saw how simple that shit was, I was like, I can do this shit. So I started writing my own shit. And that shit was whack. it was cool for a 6-year-old though.
Yeah, I feel you. You think it's crazy, yo. Oh
I
shit.
was like, brr, stick up. Your mama got the hiccup. She went downtown in the 85 pickup. She saw a man and he shook her hand. He looked in the purse. He thought she was a nurse. He took all the money and didn't find it funny. Want to twist my wrist? That's your business.
Yeah, for a 6-year-old, I'm gonna let that slide.
Niggas like, oh,
Oh,
this little nigga cold.
oh shit.
This
Oh
little nigga
man.
fresh.
Oh shit. Now, yo, what in your music though alone, what message or what message or what's the theme that do you hope people take away from your music when they listen to your music? Like when they listen to a Cliff Note album or a Cliff Note track, what do you want the people to take away from it in general?
Regardless of who you are, you can be you. Like I'm not what the popular image of a rapper is. You know what I'm saying? I'm not a gangster. I ain't selling a bunch of pounds and shit. You know what I'm saying? I'm a nigga that read comic books and paint murals. You know what I'm saying? I'm a father. I actually had good parents. You know what I'm saying? Both of my
Yeah,
parents was in my life, so I don't have the absentee father story. You know what I'm saying? And it's okay. That don't make me no
yeah,
less cool than the next nigga. You know what I'm saying?
exactly. Because a lot of people
So
they'll be like, "Yo, niggas is square if you ain't did time in jail, or if you ain't grow up in a one parent home, or if you're not from the projects, or if you ain't caught a
right.
body or nothing." They feel like, "Oh, what you rapping for?" But it's like, nigga, it's regular niggas that's dope, and they ain't have to do no hard time, go through no crimes, commit no crimes or nothing. They just dope. Know what I mean?
And I was on the block with all the types of niggas that niggas is trying to be, and they
Mhm.
all was like, "This ain't it, bro. Don't you ain't gotta go this route." You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? Like niggas in my hood didn't let me do the bullshit that they was on because they saw that I had the potential to not have to do that shit.
Exactly. So you had OGs that really looked out for the youngsters. Know what I mean? In our era. we had the OGs that really saw like, yo, this nigga could rap, or this nigga could play ball, or this nigga could either do something else. He ain't really got to be out here with us like that. You know what I mean?
Right. So the
So
bullshit that I did, I had to leave my hood to do it. Like I'm a 6 Mile nigga, but I was I got with a lot of 7 Mile niggas to do all the bullshit that I did. You know
uh-huh.
what I'm saying?
You ain't do dirt. You ain't do dirt at home. You-
Nah, it was too. Yeah, I couldn't.
I got you on that. So let me ask you this right here. Um, how has your sound evolved since you first started making music? Like how has you like, know what I mean, did it evolve? Or I know you don't sound the way you sounded a couple of years ago. How did it evolve?
A lot more experimentation. You know what I'm saying? Once I got a studio of my own to be able to record at my leisure and play around with different sounds and test out my singing vocals and all that shit. Like a lot of shit that I'm able to do now, I wouldn't have did while I'm paying for studio time. You know what
Mm,
I'm saying?
okay.
So with that, it just I expanded to another level. You know what I'm saying? As far as like what my shit sounded like, separate myself from other people. You know, doing music like not I'm not a vocalist necessarily, but I could sing my own hooks. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I got
Good enough to where it's like, okay, that that sound good. You know what I'm saying? I'm not about to go sing the national anthem for
yeah.
the
So
basketball game or
having
no
you
shit.
so it's safe to say that having your own equipment allowed you to experiment with different things to help you elevate or evolve what you do creatively. Cause it's like, oh,
Facts.
okay, I figured out how to do this. I could actually incorporate this and actually do this type of sound. Or all right, I got you on that. No doubt, no
Exactly.
doubt, no doubt. Let
Yep,
me ask
yep.
you, do you prefer writing lyrics or freestyling and why?
I prefer, I mean, like I said, I don't write, but the process that I do, I prefer that over freestyling because it's just more thought out. You know what I'm saying? I'm getting the best of the bars that I can give you. Like
Yeah.
freestyle is just whatever's off the top of the head at the time, whatever I could come up with. I'm throwing shit at the wall, whatever stick
Mhm.
type shit.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But if I'm sitting and putting it together, you're gonna get something creative, more thought out. Like you know, I put thought behind my bars, so when I say some shit on the track, it's something worth hearing.
That's a fact.
Every
That's
line
a
of
fact.
it.
I'm with you on that one. I'm with you on that. Now let me what's been the most challenging moment of your music career so far and how did you overcome it? Like what's been the most toughest obstacle and then you figured out a way to crack the Da Vinci code and be like, yo, I got it. Or are you still trying to crack the Da Vinci code?
Well, with me, it's the fact that I do so much shit. My problem was dedicating time to it without other shit suffering. You know what I'm
Mhm.
saying? So what I did to kind of figure that out was start incorporating my visual art with my music. So I write a song, and as I'm writing it, I'm thinking of what the video is gonna look like, and pictures, the album cover, all that shit. So I'm
Mhm.
able to incorporate the visual art, and even with comedy, like I throw comedy in a lot of my shit just to keep it entertaining. But the visual art is really the what I was struggling with, finding a way to merge both. But
Okay.
when I did the album Path to Notification, I released it with a comic book, and I did 2 volumes of that comic book, and both all associated with music, and then that sparked me to go ahead and figure out how to animate,
Yeah.
and then I did the video Soul of a Nerd, and then I animated the video for Hello Nurse. And after doing that, my cousin who's signed with Conway, who also has her own imprint under Rock Nation now, shout out to Love the Genius,
Salute.
7XVE the Genius. Um, I did a video for her called Dirty Nikes. And
Okay.
that's definitely my best work to date as far as animation. Came out dope. But yeah, that's how I found a way to merge everything, like through videos. I mean,
Okay.
I'm actually shooting my own videos now too. So that's another thing I'm doing is with with my list of doing too much shit.
Cut the middleman out. You heard? Cut the
Got-
middleman out. You dig?
Exactly.
That's what we do. Now, let me ask you this on a serious note. How do you handle criticism, whether it's from a fan, a fellow artist, or music critics in general? Like, how do you handle criticism in general when it comes to your music or
I
your
don't give
art?
a fuck.
Okay.
I don't give a fuck.
Hmm.
You know what I'm saying? It's not for everybody, so I don't really. I mean, if it's constructive criticism from my fan base, is people that really like fuck with what I do, and it's like this would have made it better.
Yeah.
I'm always open to that. You know what I'm saying? Pause if necessary. But
Hmm.
I'm improve some shit if some shit need to be improved. But as far as somebody just like I don't like it, that's cool. Yeah,
Yeah.
I'm okay with that. I expect that because with the a lot of shit that's coming out now, I'm expect that if you like that shit, you're not gonna like my shit.
I'll bet you on that. That because you can love me or hate me. I just say respect me. That I'm not gonna say everything people like. I'm gonna say things that people do like, but just respect me. That as a person. That that's how I
That's
feel
a
about it
fact.
at the end of the day. But
I
let me
know.
see here. No, go ahead. Go ahead.
No, I'm just saying I'm an open book, man. I'm 45 years old, man. So at this point, I'm not the target audience of a lot of this shit that come out. They targeting the young cats, and that's cool. Which
Yeah.
is why my music is not targeting them. My music is for my age bracket or people that just fuck with the shit that I do. Because a lot of really, I do got a young fan base. I didn't realize that till I did a show this past summer. I did a festival called Dally in the Alley,
Hmm.
and it was mostly college kids, but they was fucking with me like heavy. I got a lot of followers from that.
Dope, dope, dope. Definitely networking. I mean, if you could touch the college kids, shit, you rock. That's lit because it
Yeah,
traveled from one campus to the next one. You heard straight like that.
yup,
Especially if they start
fact,
doing TikTok videos off your shit, it's lit from there. Know what I mean?
exactly,
Now,
yup.
what's your favorite song out of all the music that you've done? What's Cliff Note's favorite song that he's created?
Favorite song of mine,
And then when you tell me what your favorite song is, Cliff, I want you to tell me the story behind that song. Don't hold no punches back, my nigga. This is a subway conversation. Let's go. But
yeah.
your
So
favorite song and the story behind it.
so right now it would probably be a joint on Duly Noted called Would Not Pay, and that's a joint I got about how I met my wife. You know what I'm saying? She was my supervisor at my job, and first day orientation, she like, you know, we in upper management can't hang out with none of the TSRs, that's the telemarketers. We can't
Yeah,
hang with y'all outside of here because it's just unprofessional. We can't be fraternizing, none of that. So
yeah,
basically, first day, she like, you to help, I'm upper management, nothing can happen here. So I never flirted with her or none of that shit, but I was always on her heels the
yeah,
best way I could without getting fired. You know what I'm
yeah,
saying? So eventually, when we quit I mean the story is better if you just hear the song, but that's the basic story behind it. You know what I'm
gotcha.
saying?
But that's your favorite song today is the one, I mean, how you and your wife came to be and shit, the origins of it.
It's hard for me to pick a favorite song, honestly, man. That's like saying what's your favorite baby. You know what I'm saying? You got a bunch of kids and shit. You know what I'm saying? But
Oh shit, that's true. That's true. I ain't
that's
gonna hold you.
that's the one that I probably got the best story behind, and in the most recent. My most recent shit is usually my favorite because it's the last shit I did. So
Hmm.
it would, but I mean, I like Guns off of my last project, Note to Self. That's a song about gun control.
Yeah. Dope, dope, dope. Now let me see. What would be your dream collaboration and why? Like, what would be the ultimate collaboration for Cliff and why?
Mm, uh, like talking about as far as like a producer or a rapper. or both.
It don't matter. It don't matter. Both. One or the other or both. It's your interview, my nigga. This is about you.
Production wise, it would either be Pharrell or like a Apollo Brown. Apollo Brown from here.
And why?
I ain't never just fire. Apollo Brown because it's just that soulful Detroit sound he got. It's kind of like the Jay Dilla feel. You know what I'm saying? It's just a vibe that you can only get from somebody who just is of the cloth. You know what
Hmm.
I'm saying? Um, Pharrell is just like it's the same shit. It's like you only gonna get that sound from him. It's a lot of people that's able to do a lot of the same shit and flipping samples but with Pharrell and the Neptunes, like that shit is like you hear that shit like, oh, okay, Pharrell did this shit. You know what
Yeah.
I'm saying?
It's a distinct sound.
Yeah, yeah. I like that shit.
I'm with you
So
on that.
yeah, that'd probably be my ideal collab.
For producers, and what about artists?
Artists, I mean shit, who wouldn't want a joint with Hove? You know what I'm saying? But Nas, Eminem, uh if I had to pick one,
Yeah.
uh
Out of those
shit.
three, Jay, Nas, or Eminem, and if you had to pick one out of the three, who would you pick to do a collab with?
I think as far as doing a collaboration, who would probably work best with me and doing something creative and making a dope song. I think if me and Nas was to sit down and kick it, we'd probably do some fire shit.
Mm,
So I'll say Nas. Cause
I'm not mad.
With M and J, I ain't never really heard them get on the track and collab and make a good song with nobody more so than try to outshine them, like try to have the best verse every time.
Mhm.
With Nas, like Nas did Body in the Trunk with Nori,
And they
and that shit
complimented
was,
each other. That was one of the most
yeah,
Irish tracks ever. Body in the trunk ever.
exactly, exactly, exactly. So as
Hmm.
far as doing a song, I probably would want to sit down with Nas and just do something fire like that.
All right, no doubt, no doubt. I'm with you on that. All right, so let me ask you this: how do you stay motivated and inspired to keep creating new music? Like, what keeps you motivated?
Shit, I don't know. It's hard. It's just one of them things that I always grew up having. You know what I'm saying? It's like I was the only child. So it
Hmm.
was like when the street lights came on, I had to find some shit to do. So it was either music, art, or comedy, like doing some funny shit to entertain myself. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
So I guess that's what it is. It's like whenever I got writer's block, I'm drawing some shit. Whenever I got an artistic block, I'm writing some shit. And if I ain't doing neither one of them, I'm just cracking jokes. So
got you.
I it fills a void for me of a therapeutic something to take my mind off of shit or a way to express what I'm going through.
I
You know what
got
I'm
you.
saying?
I got you. I mean, for me, listening to music is therapeutic. Like listening, like I might wake up in a certain mood and be like, "Yo, let me turn this on to calm myself down." Know what I mean? Or you just
Right,
got the music that motivates you. Just like for the New Year, January 21st, the first song I played was "First of the Month," Bones Thugs and Harmony, just because it's traditional for me. Every first of the month
right,
I play, it's the first of the month. It's just something
right,
that's
right.
embedded. But it's like
Yeah,
therapeutic. It
if
keeps me calm.
it fit,
Yeah,
it fit.
know what I mean,
Yeah,
shit like that.
yeah,
Uh, so
yep,
let me
yep.
ask you about this though, Cliff. What's your take on the current state of hip hop and where it's headed? Like which direction you think hip hop is headed? Know what I mean?
Uh, I actually think it's headed in a good direction. I think it's getting to the point where it's going back to looking for talent more so than popularity. because I mean we definitely went through a whole era, and we might probably I think we're at the end of that era where all it take is going viral on TikTok and you can be a music star.
Mm.
People was realizing like I don't want to hear a whole album of this shit. You know
Yeah,
what I'm saying? So um with the shit that's going on with the the powers that be in the industry, I think a lot of gatekeepers is losing their positions, and it's going back to having to actually book talent. So I think that's good. I think plus we're in a direct to consumer era where you don't necessarily need the powers that be to do good as long as you
yeah.
got the grind to you know keep your consumer base satisfied.
I'm with you. I'm with
So
you. Cliff, you on Wi-Fi or not? Because it keep. I hear you clearly, but your frames is freezing every once in a blue. It's not
I
your
don't
audio,
know.
it's just that your picture frame keep freezing every once in a blue. But you good though. But yeah, I'm with you on that.
Yeah,
So like, it's like with the current state of hip hop, it's like hip hop has graduated through different phases, different eras, but everything kind of like comes right back around, full back 360. So the days of the gimmicky hip hop and maybe the shoot 'em up bang bang drill music that might be coming to like it's slowly fading out and it's coming back to where bars and actual stage presence and performance really mean something, especially when you have the ability for direct to consumer when you don't need a label to push you, you can push yourself. You know what I mean? So I'm with you on that. That's just
facts.
how I look at it. You know what I mean?
Right. Super
Mm.
facts. Yeah,
Alright. Now let me see.
man.
Do you now when you get writer's block, how do you deal with your writer's block?
Do some other shit. I don't never. I don't even force it. I
Do
don't
some
even
other
force
shit.
it. Yeah, I just do some other shit, man. I don't even force it, bro. Cause it's like that's when people get to writing bullshit, forcing some
Yeah.
shit out. Cause you know what I'm saying. If it ain't there, it ain't there. I only write when I got a vibe. You know what I'm saying. If I hear some shit like woo and some them bars just start. If it ain't that, then I don't even I can't even
Yeah.
do it. Now I done had situations where somebody done paid me to write to a track that I really wasn't feeling, and what I do is I take the tempo of that track and find a dope version of that and write to that. You know what I'm
Okay.
saying?
So it's like
So
you
it might be
substitute it. You substitute the
it,
beat with a beat that's of that tempo, but not that exact beat, because that beat ain't really it. But you want to hear yourself
exactly.
right into this, because this is more,
Yeah,
yeah, all right, I got you. I
yeah.
got you.
That
Cliff.
way I'm writing some fire shit still, but it's to a beat that I ain't feeling. You know what I'm saying?
Now, you
But
ever
I
catch
still make it work.
you ever catch writer's block and be like, yo, I'm gonna just draw some shit, or you go paint a mural or some shit, or work on your comics or some shit, or work on your comedy, and then come back to hip writing. All right,
Exactly. That's exactly what I do. And it's kind of like a gift and a curse though, because with that, my focus is not 100% on none of that. You know what I'm saying?
yeah,
Like, and I feel like that's the reason why I'm not a multi-millionaire right now. Because if I was to focus on just doing art,
uh huh,
I'd be doing all type of shit with it. If I was to focus on just doing music, I'd be doing all type of shit with it. If I just comedy, just act, I'm telling you, I'd be focused on a different level, but it's just me doing so much shit. I'm
good,
still trying to master a way to lock one of them down and focusing on it. What I've been doing for the past 5 years is just focusing on the art, but I can't not do the music. So in the process of that, I still been recording songs when I catch a vibe, and then I wind up having an album worth of shit.
yeah,
So I done did 2 projects, since COVID because of that. And I mean, I got probably 5 projects done,
uh-huh.
but out of those five, two of them came out.
Facts. That you felt comfortable to be like, all right, let me put this out. This is a nice body of work.
Yeah.
All
And
right,
I
I'm
know
with
I got more work that's dropping too. It's just I'm just strategically, getting everything sounding right and putting shit in the order that it need to be.
yeah, I'm with you on that. I'm with you on that. Now, let me see. What role does your environment or your background play in your music? Like, does being from Detroit have a big influence on your music?
Oh yeah, I mean, yeah, that's all I can really write about is the shit that I know. So yeah, my environment, shit that I've been through. I mean, outside of that is just, current events and shit I see on the news. But yeah, I mean, my environment definitely shaped the way I talk, what I'm talking about, shit that happened. You know what I'm saying? All that.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, as it does for most of us. Now, I mean, it shapes and molds us. Who we are. Now, I mean, the things we hear every day, what we see every day, who we relate and interact with, and shit like that. Everybody, environments and upbringing should play a significant role in who they are and what they are. But when y'all
Right.
niggas is living foul, I don't know what kind of upbringing y'all niggas had. Cause some of y'all niggas be living filthy.
Yeah. Who raised these niggas?
Who raised these niggas? Who sent you? You heard? But let me
Yeah,
ask you this
man.
though, Cliff. Do you have any advice for up and coming artists who are just starting out? What would you advise artists that are just starting to come out in today's world?
I mean, in any genre, whatever you do, just keep doing it. You know what I'm saying? And do that shit with like a passion. Pause if necessary, but you got to do that shit like, you know what I'm saying? You competing with the coldest motherfucker doing it, and that's the only way. Like, you got to put 10,000 hours in or whatever it is that you want to be dope at. You know what I'm saying? At least 10,000 hours, because there's somebody out there that's want to do what you do. That's either then put the 10,000 hours in or they working on that shit right now. You know what I'm
Right.
saying? So if you're not doing that or then did that, or you know what I'm saying, on that path, then don't even fuck with it. If you can't see yourself doing something for 10,000 hours, don't even do it. You know what I'm saying?
I
It's
feel
not for
you on
you.
that. I mean, you gotta have a passion for it. You gotta think it, dream it, love it, be it. Like as soon as you wake
Yeah,
up, you gotta be able to thinking about, yo, I gotta do that. Hold on. Now, I mean, before I go to
yeah,
sleep, yo, I wonder what I'm gonna do with this. Man. It just gotta be. You gotta embed yourself in that shit.
yeah,
Word.
yeah. You got to do that shit like you want to breathe. You know what I'm saying? I seen it was a speech a nigga gave. I think a nigga name was IT. It's a motivational speaker, something like that. But he was
Mm.
like, uh, long story short, dude take a dude and hold his head under water. Like he tell him to like, the dude asked the old man, like, I want to get $1 million billionaire. I want to basically get the shit that you got. How do I get it? He like, I'll show you. Meet me at the beach. They get to the beach. He like, come to the water. They get in the water, and he like, put your head under the water. He do it, and he holds him under the water. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
Dude fighting and struggling to get out of the water and shit. When he finally get out, he like, that's how bad you gotta want it. You know how bad you wanted to get out of that water? How bad you need
exactly.
wanted to breathe? That's how bad you gotta want that shit.
Real. And it's true. It's true, man. You gotta really, really give up everything and put yourself in that mode to where, yo, this is the tunnel vision I'm in. I'm in this mode.
Yeah. You under that water, you gonna fight and do whatever it take to get your ass up out of that water and breathe. Cause you have to. That's how bad you gotta want that shit.
Hell
Like,
yeah. I agree with
got
that 100%. Word up. So other than that though, like what's next for you and what can your fans expect like any upcoming projects and shit like that? What's currently out right now? Let the people know what's up.
so right now, duly noted is streaming on all platforms. Duly noted, you know what I'm saying, Mr. Cliffnote. I got the video built for this out. I've been shooting my own videos. I'm gonna be dropping them every few days. Once I got 5 shot, I got 2 of the 5 shots so far.
Mhm.
Um, My next project is a project I got called Hustler. It's with my man's Horatio. So, shout out Horatio, the best man. You know what I'm saying? Dope producer. This Hustler project is pretty much a movie. Like it's I don't know if you want to call it a movie or a series, but it's 8 songs.
Yeah.
The 8 songs are all one long story. You know what I'm saying? So I'm shooting videos for all of the songs, and I'm gonna release them as episodes. So the first
Like the
song is
streets is
Hustler.
watching. Like the streets is watching. When Jay-Z did the streets
Yeah,
is watching and every song
yeah,
was like
but
a scene.
yeah, but he only yeah, that's the only difference is like with that, it was all together as one. I'm gonna release it as episodes. You know what I'm saying?
Got
So like Hustler be the first song, subtitle episode 1. The next song, Keep Hustling, subtitle episode 2. You know what I'm saying?
you. Got you.
Salute Joe Pressure, man. Yeah, Soul of a Nerd. That was the first cartoon joint I did.
Dope, dope,
But
dope.
yeah, oh yeah, I'm working on the comic book too called My Ninja. You know what I'm saying? I got my man's A1 doing the voice for the cartoon for that. But I don't want to get a storyline away too much right now, but that's gonna be on some like best way I could explain it would be like on some a hood Dragon Ball Z. You know what I'm
Mm,
saying?
say no more. Mm.
Yeah, gonna be fire though.
You ever need an extra voice, holla at me.
For sure, for sure. Well, yeah, that's one that I'm really looking forward to that I'm been working on right now.
Yeah,
Like I'm doing the comic book for that first, and I'm like 21 pages into it. And I mean, as far as the layout, I still gotta ink it, color it, and all that. But that's one uh, I don't even have a date for that yet, but I'm working on that.
it's in the
But
works. It's in the works.
yeah, yeah. But Hustler, I think I'm gonna be dropping by March. As you know what I'm saying. I hope to have that out by March. And then the videos for that, I don't know. I'm gonna
Uh,
have all the videos done before I release the series as the video thing. But I'm
yeah,
gonna release the audio first.
got you. Got you.
Yeah.
All right. So make sure y'all tap in, man. Mr. Cliffnote, motherfucking, hey, m- artist, comedian, fucking. This nigga do too much shit for me to name. I don't even. Duh. I I known him for too
Yeah.
long, but I just had to get this subway
Hustler
conversation with my nigga right here. Now I mean, because it's
for
dope
sure.
conversation. We got all kinds of conversations and shit. But one thing that we didn't conversation we didn't have yet is when it comes to battle rap.
Oh yeah.
Now, when it comes to battle rap, Cliff, you know, I always hold my when it comes to Harlem, I don't bet against Harlem. You know, I feel like Harlem run battle rap. We got Murder Mook, we got Miss Hustle, we got Charlie Clips, we got T Rex, we got K Shine, we got motherfucking Head Ice, we got Swave Sever, we got legends in there. Now I mean, we got legends loaded. Like, come on, man. But in
Hey
battle
man,
rap,
listen.
for these, go
Go
ahead.
ahead.
Now
I'm listening. Go ahead.
I was gonna say for battle rap with these up and coming battle rappers, a lot of them aren't grasping the concept of knowing how to promote yourself, knowing how to market yourself, knowing how to have the bars to back up the way you're promoting and marketing yourself, and then actually knowing how to call a spade a spade. Meaning, don't
Mm,
talk delusional. If you a brand new nigga, don't talk like you need Murder Mook or Loaded Luck status or treatment because you haven't done anything for that type of relevancy.
right.
But how do you feel about battle rap and the conversation that I'm choosing to take it at?
I mean, rappers, man. What I learned, dog, is rappers is some arrogant niggas, man. A lot of them. A large percent of them, man, is like they supposed to get a certain treatment because they rap, because they can rap. You know what I'm saying? Like, fuck out of here with that. You know what I'm saying? Like, niggas don't be wanting to promote they shit because they feel like it's so dope. It's supposed to catch fire anyway. and all. I don't know. I don't get it. I don't know how to. It's so many layers to that. You know what I'm saying? I don't know where to start, bro. It's motherfuckers just be having a false sense of entitlement, man,
A lot of
and
them
that's
are
what it is,
emotional. A
man.
lot of battle rappers are emotional, and it's like if you don't say they won a battle, or if you don't think a bar they said was dope, then you automatically their enemy and against them. And it's like you said, it's like you have a full sense of entitlement. You think because you hang out with me, or you my man, or you my partner, I'm supposed to just go ahead and jack everything you say and tell you it's dope. No,
It's
then what kind of friend
nah,
am I?
if some shit whack, some shit whack, and if I don't tell you, then I ain't shit. You know what I'm saying? Like if I'm your man's and I'm just letting you go out there with some bullshit, that ain't it. What I learned though is a lot of motherfuckers don't want to hear your opinion. They want to hear their opinion in your voice. You know what I'm saying? So they get to playing their music and you be like, how you like that? Like, I ain't like it. And then they want to get to explaining why I should like it. Like I'm gonna be like, oh yeah, well yeah, now that you put it like that, I do like it. Like nigga, if a motherfucker tell me they don't like my shit, it is what it is. Like, okay, that's cool. And I'm move the fuck on.
I feel you. I feel you.
Unless you got something constructive to make it better, you know what I'm saying? Like, man, if you would have did this, or if the patterns would have, if you would have, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
Something constructive, but
just
yeah,
bashing and shit. Like I don't know,
yeah.
but what would you say? Because I ain't gonna hold you too long because I'm gonna restart the show over and do an open panel. But this is about you and shit, me and your conversation. Um,
Mm.
Cliff Note, what's your Mount Rushmore of battle rap? Only 4 people go on Mount Rushmore. What's Cliff Note's Mount Rushmore?
Mine, I would say Mook, Lux, Calico. It's four on Mount Rushmore, right? Or
Yes,
five?
sir. 4.
Four. Mook, Lux, Calico, and Mook, Lux, Calico. Cause Rushmore is like, you know what I'm saying? Damn, they're like the
What's your
forefathers,
4?
right?
Send me
That's the
6. What up?
forefathers, right?
Yeah. Yep.
That fourth spot is I might have to put Disaster on there, man. He was there.
So Murder Mook, Loaded Lux, Calico, and Disaster. You putting on Mount Rushmore.
Yeah,
I got
yeah.
I'm not mad
And
at that.
Disaster, he represent that whole king of the dot like side of battle rap. You know what I'm saying? Like the whole white boys could do it too type shit, even though he ain't white. You know what I'm saying? Like he reps that whole style. You know what
Yeah.
I'm saying? Where there's not real no street shit. It's just I he rep the Iron Solomons, the you know what I'm saying, the them type cats.
Yeah. The non like
Immaculate.
yeah, the non drug dealing street base. You know what I mean? Yeah, I feel what you're
Yeah.
saying. But they got
So
bars and get crazy.
yeah, so I would say he's the forefather of them. Calico is like he been in the shit since very close to the beginning. I really since the beginning. I can't even say close to the beginning. Since the beginning of written battle rap, he was there because he was one of the niggas telling me like, Cliff, telling you, man, do this shit. You know what I'm saying? So he was there from the beginning, and he was a teenager at that point.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So he's, you know what I'm saying? Him, Mook, Lux is like the yeah. They like the beginning of the written. I mean, I really want to. I want to put Miles and X Factor on there too because they was at the beginning of that shit too. But it's just the consistency didn't ain't there. You
Yeah.
know what I'm saying?
Got
Cal stayed. Cal stayed on that shit. You know what I'm saying? The whole time. So him, Mook, and Lux is probably the longest running relevant battle rappers right now.
Got you. Got you. Yeah. Longevity and consistency. That's the key.
Yeah,
Longevity and consistency is the recipe. Word up. I ain't gonna hold you. Word.
yep. So yeah, I gotta put them up there, man.
No, not for nothing. If I had to pick a Mount Rushmore for battle rap, I'm definitely gonna put Mook up there. I'm gonna put Lux up there. I'm gonna put Cassidy up there, and I'm gonna put Daylight up there.
I ain't
Mook,
mad at that.
Lux, Cassidy, and Daylight.
I ain't mad at that.
And I really want to substitute Cassidy for Rex, but Cassidy is kind of like the epitome because everybody was chasing him. Mook was chasing Cassidy at one point.
Yeah, but see, the thing is, Cassidy was really only known for one battle as a battle rapper. Outside of that, he was just somebody who had bars that you knew probably could battle rap because of the bars that he had. You know what I'm saying? There's a lot of mixtape like Jadakiss. You know what I'm saying? And at
But
the
see,
time, by
I knew of
the reason,
Cassidy before that though. Before the freeway battle, I knew of
yeah,
Cassidy battling way before that.
okay,
Over the
I
phone and shit.
didn't,
Like they had phone battles. Philadelphia had phone battles because I used to live in Pennsylvania for a while. I used to be out there in
yeah,
Allentown. Salute to the whole ABE area. Y'all know who I am. I don't need to say nothing else. But I used to be out there and they had phone battles over the radio and shit. And Cassidy used to be
okay,
bodying shit like that. So I knew of him of that.
I
So
believe it,
I understand what you're saying. It's like if you don't know, if you're not in that region or that area, you don't get a chance to hear that to where you could
right?
co-sign like, yo, this nigga actually. I'm not saying he 5 that. No, I'm not saying that. But I'm sorry, as far as battling, he been battling niggas a long time, way before that
See,
freeway battle.
with in Detroit, Proof had it to where like niggas knew who the known battle rap niggas was, you know what I'm saying? Because he was flying them niggas in town. That's why we knew who Murder Mook was,
Mm-hmm.
who Nims, he flew Nims here. Uh who else was here? Scar Child. I don't even know what Scar Child doing now, but that nigga was fired. Mook, Scar Child, Nims, uh Eddie Morris from Philly. Uh who else?
Yeah, Eddie Morris. Salute to Eddie. Word up. Mad niggas.
Yeah,
Matter of fact, a lot of niggas came through to Detroit off the strength of Proof setting shit up because Proof was tapped in. Like
that's a fact. That's what I'm
Proof
saying.
was everywhere. Proof was everywhere. He knew
Yeah,
about niggas that knew about niggas that knew about the niggas, and he made it a way to get them niggas that he thought was nice to Detroit.
dog. Like Mook said it in his battle. Like nigga, when he was here, Proof brought him here. That nigga was like, he had to be like 18 or some shit. Like he said in the battle, like Cal was in middle school. That was around the time where I was in that battle, and that nigga Swine wound up making it to the last round. And
Mm-hmm.
him and Mook wound up battling like 8 rounds back and forth. Swan was all freestyle, Mook was all written. And that was the first time I had ever seen somebody shamelessly just spit all written bars in a battle. But he had so much shit, it was like, nigga, this nigga is fire. He was the first nigga I had seen with that many rounds dedicated to battle rap. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I
Yeah,
mean,
that nigga
just
went
lit.
crazy.
Salute to my guy Semi Six. Semi Six is also from Detroit. That's my guy. He in the building now, man. That's my
Semi
guy. Make
six,
sure.
salute.
I'm surprised you and Simi ain't link up and try to do something. Now I mean, do some music
It's
and shit together.
it's overdue, man. I fucks with Semi Six.
Know what I
Nigga, shit
mean?
dope.
But
I just gotta get
yeah,
my
man.
polo. I gotta get my polo game up. I
Yeah, when it come to Simi, you gotta throw in the polo.
gotta get
Word
my
up.
polo game up, man.
Always gotta throw in the Ralphie. Gotta throw in the Ralphie when Simi show up on the scene. You heard? That's a fact. Factorials. Word up.
Uh,
Niggas know what's
I fucks
going
with
on. But yeah,
76.
man, as far as hip hop, battle rap, music, like the homie Cliffnote, he does it all. He's done it all. I've known him for years. I mean, I consider him a friend, a brother of mine, I mean, and shit. I just wanted to have this one-on-one subway conversation with you. I'm gonna start doing a series. Simi Six is up next. Lena Lavish is up next soon. Like I'm going through the whole list of all my peoples that been here from day one with Harlem Fresh since fresh off the block since fucking 25th and Broadway, since No Knockoffs Radio, since Freshland Radio. I evolved to all these different phases, but for 2025 and from this point going forward, it's just fresh off the block, man. It's all a fresh fella production. Whatever I do is fresh. Fuck that. But we gonna definitely make
Fresh.
history. Oh yeah, I wish I had the button for the fresh button. Hold up, I could do it. I could do it live for y'all. Fresh.
Yeah.
Know what I mean? I got the live button, but shit, we would definitely. I'm what I'm going to do right now is that I'm gonna end this one right here. And then I'm gonna restart the block open again. So everybody else could pull up on the train and shit. Cliff, you got any
Bet.
last words or anything you want to say to anybody as far as what's going on?
Fuck her right in the pussy. No. No. Nah, stream duly noted on all streaming platforms. Follow me on Instagram, Mr. Cliffnote Music, and follow my art page, Mr. Cliffnote, MR Cliffnote, Cliffnote.
That's a fact. That's a fact. Make sure y'all follow my guy on Bigo too. Follow my guy, Mr. Cliffnote, on Bigo. He be on the block with me on Bigo. You heard?
Same
Follow
name.
everything. You know what I mean? YouTube, Instagram, Bigo, it's all the same. Let's get it. Other than that, man, holla at your boy Harlem Fresh 125 all day, even when I'm all day, every day, even when I'm out of state, New York State. Not mine. Your words and your lifestyle gotta match anything other than that. Your whole stylish chump. This is the first episode for the Subway Series Conversations. Detroit artist Mr. Cliff Note. And we up out of here. I'm about to restart the block in about 1 minute. So don't go nowhere. Come right back. And we lit. Yo, Cliff, we up out of here. I appreciate you, bro. My nigga, I love you. You heard?
Love you too, my nigga. Salute.
Already. We out of here.
Fresh, you can't get mad at Harlem. Deuce, can get mad at Harlem. Deuce, can get mad at Harlem. Deuce, can get mad at Harlem. Deuce being a loose boot for the goof troop. I'm fine with a silence of nine. That shoot like.